Okay. I'm gonna wait until exactly 9:30 to get started. Hi, Christine. Welcome. Oh my gosh, it must be nighttime where you are. Christine's in Hong Kong. Miss Valentine 13. Welcome. Okay. It is 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time here in the United States. It's Sunday morning, and welcome to the Self-Love Challenge Day 1. Day 1, Sunday. I started this challenge about a year ago when I was kind of just getting started in my journey of finding my purpose, I guess. You can go look back. I've got it on YouTube. I've got it way back in my Instagram. You can totally go see the whole origin story of this whole thing. You can hear my whole journey of how I got here and what I'm all about. But to keep things simple so that we can go ahead and dive in, I'm Jane, if you don't know me already. I live in Salt Lake City, Utah. The labels I go by are yoga teacher, meditation teacher, Reiki practitioner, queer Buddhist, but all of those things actually very simply mean I am a guide, and my job as a guide is to guide everybody that comes in my path into unconditional love. That's it. That's what I do. I guide others into unconditional love. Welcome, Spin Dizzy. I love your handle. It's so great. I'm glad you're here with us. So, I had a pretty long journey to get to this place in my life. Suffered many mental and physical illnesses. Definitely saw some dark times. And it wasn't until I very first went into a Tibetan Buddhist temple and I was instructed to sit and meditate on compassion for oneself. That was bizarre to me. It truly was. It felt very uncomfortable. It felt very wrong. And I didn't know how to do it. I was not doing it right. At least that's what I believed. And I had never really tuned into my heart center before, which is funny because during that time in my life, I actually was healing from massive infections throughout my heart chakra. I had two different types of infection that started in my esophagus and then started to spread across all of the organs in my chest. And the little bag that my heart sits in, it actually became quite inflamed and there was a lot of pressure on my heart. And so I was under a lot of medical care during this time. And I was having doctors, telling me scientifically what was wrong with me. Hi, Megan, welcome. So I'm having doctors medically tell me what's wrong with me scientifically from a medical standpoint. During this time in my life, though, I was, hi Mom, welcome. I was suffering from this illness of the heart chakra, right? That's not how the doctors were saying it, but that was what I was experiencing. I felt like I had an elephant sitting on my chest. My esophagus would have episodes where it would close up and I would feel like I was having a heart attack and dying. And what I wasn't expressing to anybody around me is that I was dying to come out of the closet. I was dying to express my love for women. I was dying to express my love for myself, but I was so afraid. And I look back on this younger Jane with so much compassion. She was so afraid that if she came out to the world and said, I want to love girls, I want to love myself, I want to become a more transcendent, more enlightened being. But I was so afraid. I was so afraid. And I had all these terrible infections in my heart chakra. And guess what? After I came out, after I started living an open life, a truthful, honest life, all these very simple tips that I'm going to share with you throughout this week, I healed. They told me I would have this chronic condition my entire life, and I haven't had an episode in years. So, Salt Lake City keeps me so nice and congested. So that's just a little bit about my story and why I got started. Rakesh Bishnoi, that's a great name. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. So today we're going to go ahead and get started with some grounding. The first thing that we need to do in order to access this heart center, in order to access a more authentic self, is getting really grounded into that first chakra, really getting grounded into our bodies, into listening, into embodiment. Okay, so are you ready? Is everybody ready? First thing we're going to do is actually a little quick physical practice to get into the body. And we're only going to do this on day 1, and you are welcome to repeat this practice each day. You could totally stack up all the practices that we're going to do this week into one amazing, huge 2-hour magic morning, okay? So I'm going to just gently move this little puppy out of my lap while I get started. Okay, so we're going to just be sitting comfortably in any way, 2 legs on the ground. We're going to start by rubbing our hands together, getting some heat going in the body, getting some heat flowing through the palms of the hands, feeling your energy start to move into the palms of the hands. Then we're going to bring the hands down to the knees, okay? Down to the knees, warming the knees, feeling the energy move into the body from the palms of the hands. We're going to go up the thighs, feeling the energy move up the thighs, maybe giving the thighs a little squeeze if they're feeling tense, moving that energy up the body. And we're going to hook the hands just like this. Put them right into those hip flexors. We're going to inhale to elongate the spine. Good. Exhale to relax. And then we're going to come to the solar plexus chakra, to the belly, just going in circles around the belly. Welcome, Samsakina. Welcome. Warming up the belly, feeling the energy move from the hands into the body. We're going to go up to the heart center. Closing the eyes, breathing into the heart here. Feeling the energy from the hands moving into the body. And then we're just going to stop gently massaging the chest cavity. Just closing the eyes and feeling where there might be any tightness or tension in the chest. And then returning to those warming circles, just feeling the energy move from the palms of the hands into the heart. Good. Latina Yogi, welcome. Then we're going to go to the throat chakra here, just gently massaging here, and then I want you to just hold on to your throat and just go, Good. Opening up that throat chakra. Then we're just going to really gently massage the forehead with the fingertips. Going down to the temples. Really gentle facial massage here. Down to the jaw. I do this every morning because I sometimes wake up with the puffiest face. Chin. I don't think it's the cutest, puffiest face. So I gotta do a little face massage to get things moving. So next thing we'll do is just take the knuckles of the thumbs. We're gonna take it to the third eye. Go around the eyes, around the nose, around the mouth, down the chin, up the jaw, over the ears. One more time. Around the eyes, around the nose, around the mouth, down the chin, up the jaw, over the ears. Good. Just a nice little Daoist face massage there. Then we're just going to really gently, with gentle fists, we're just going to start tapping down the center channels of the skull. Just tapping, tapping, tapping here. Going back up to the front and back again. Good. Down the neck and back up. Okay. Taking that tapping to the traps. Just opening up that tension in the shoulder. Switching sides. Leilani Queen, welcome. Then we're going to take that tapping down the arms, down the other arm, and up. And then down both legs. And I kind of like to give the metaphor of, down the other leg, of, maybe back in the day when you were doing chores and you would put a rug out over a tree and smack it to get the dust out. That's kind of what we're doing with the energetic body here. We just did a lot of tapping, tapping, tapping. Back to seated, just closing the eyes, observing how your energy feels now. It might be a little bit scattered. Your body temperature has probably increased. Just observing, breathing in. Last thing we're going to do to just really bring that energy to total groundedness is rubbing the palms together once again, and we're just going to smooth down. So smoothing down the energy, using the hands as a device to cleanse the body and wipe off anything that you don't need, anything that is not yours, and everywhere we're touching, we're just establishing our own energetic sovereignty, okay? Down the legs, really just smoothing it all out, and then we're just going to shake it right out the fingertips. If you've been in my classes, you've done this 100 times, right? Just shaking it out. Hands resting on the knees, just observing how you feel now. Good. And now we're going to get right into our meditation, okay? So this is a grounding embodiment meditation, okay? Welcome, Alyssa. We're just about to get to the meditation part. We did the little Daoist. That was a Daoist Yoga warm-up, if anyone's curious where that came from. So, as we're sitting, I always teach to keep the eyes open, just gazing gently on the floor. It's totally up to you. Let's get started just by breathing in. Exhale. Deep, full breath in, deepest breath you've taken all day. Exhale out the mouth. Good. Deep breath in once again. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale. Good. And just observing the body here as we breathe. I want you to bring your awareness to where the ground is touching your body, where you are connected to the earth. For me, I'm just feeling the pillow that I'm sitting on, touching my legs, my thighs, my ankles. Welcome, Gaelic. I'm just feeling and observing the chair that I'm sitting on and its connection to the earth underneath me. I'm feeling where gravity pulls me down into the earth. Bringing to mind the center of the planet, that center magnetic force in the center of the earth, right? Pulling us in, the most magnetic force, pulling us in. I'm just seeing that pull through the crust, through the inner mantles of the earth, into the core, feeling the way that the earth is lovingly pulling me into the crust, into the center of the earth. And what we call gravity. Gravity is the loving embrace of the earth, always holding us. Breathing in. Feeling that awareness from where the body is connecting to the earth, working our way up. observing where you're feeling the sensation of touch. We started with where we're touching the earth underneath us. Breathing in. Observing the way that our clothes are touching our skin. This blanket is draped over me. This tiny puppy is in my lap. Feeling where my hands are touching my knees. Feeling where my rings are on my finger and my sweater is touching my skin. Moving up the body. Breathing in. Feeling the tops of my shoulders, the necklaces around my neck, the earrings in my ear, my eyelids, eyelashes, eyebrows, all the hair on my head. I can feel the bun on top of my head, just totally scanning all the sensations of touch that I'm feeling in my body. Breathing in. Tuning into the heart center with each breath, feeling the heartbeat. Listening to the heartbeat. As we're tuning in with the entire physical body, feeling every sensation of touch from head to toe, we are tuning into listening to the heartbeat. How does it feel to hear your own heartbeat? Bringing that awareness now into hearing other sounds that are around you, tuning into the sensation of the ears and the messages that the ears are bringing to you. What can you hear around you? Breathing in. I can hear the furnace in this building. What can I hear outside of this building? I can hear my stomach grumbling for breakfast. I can hear my breath. Outside of this building, I can hear the city on a Sunday morning. I can hear the cars driving by. I can actually hear how quiet it is outside on this beautiful Sunday. Just seeing how far you can hear, okay? Breathing in. As you breathe in, bringing your awareness to that sense of smell, the sensation of the breath. What do you smell? How does it feel to have sensation through the nose into the lungs? And as we're tuning into sense of smell, let's bring that awareness into the mouth, into the tongue. The taste of the tongue, the texture, the temperature, the sensation of the mouth, the tongue. What do you taste? What does it feel like to tune into the sensation of the tongue? Breathing in. Lastly, welcome Wes Robinson. Lastly, if the eyes are closed, we're going to open them. Non-objectively, we're going to open the eyes and we're going to look around the space that we're in, and we're just going to notice the way that the eyes take in color, shape, form, light, shadow, texture, contrast. Really just looking around the space that you're in, the colors that you see, textures, the space, the light. Maybe noticing things you haven't noticed before. Breathing in. One more breath in. We have tuned in with all 5 senses, so let's review. Sense of touch through the physical body, feeling all the sensations touching the body. Breathing in, feeling that sense of smell, sensation of breath. Tuning into the taste of the tongue in the mouth. Tuning into the ears and what we can hear around us. And finally looking around, using the sight. We are fully embodied in all of our senses now. Fully awake, turned on, ready, aware, conscious, safe. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. Breathing in. Feeling the complete embodiment of your humanness right now, this morning, in this moment. Breathing in. Bringing the hands to heart center, feeling that source within you. Good. Now, getting into the fun part. You have some journaling assignments, okay? Before I want to get into the journaling assignments, I want you to consider this Sunday. Sunday is for me, I go to my temple, I sit with my teachers. It's really, really grounding for me to have that 2-hour puja practice where I am completely tuned in, anchored, rooted, finding that rootedness, that groundedness. That's what Sundays are for. Grocery shopping, preparing the food, taking ownership of what you're going to consume throughout the week, making sure that you have plenty of vibrant, lively foods, tidying the house. Again, groundedness is about your home space. It's about basic survival. So is your home space comfortable? Is it tidy? Does it make you feel good? Does it feel good to be at home? And then lastly, of course, the people that you're surrounded with. Perhaps you live alone, perhaps you live with your family, perhaps you have roommates. How can you connect deeper with those that you live with? How can you live in more communion with them, in more connection with them? So, observing today, how is your home space feeling? How are you nourishing yourself? How are you resting? Are you resting? I take a bath every Sunday. I take a lot of baths. How are you resting today? How are you connecting with the people that are around you? And what ways do you need to upgrade these things so that you can feel more grounded? What do you need in your home so that you can feel more grounded and rooted at home? What foods do you need to eat to feel more vibrant and established? What do you do to take care of the relationships around you so that when you're at home and you're around your loved ones, the people you cohabitate with, so that you can feel more grounded and at peace? So just noticing these things. Welcome Shannon, Marco, Time, and Leah. Hi Leah, so happy to have you here. So just tuning in. Simple question. What do you need this Sunday or every Sunday to feel more grounded? What can you upgrade? I just gave you a few little things. Doing my laundry, tidying, grocery shopping, meditating with my Sangha, spending time with my loved ones, spending time alone, journaling, right? Preparing food for the week. To our journaling prompts. I will be joining you. We have about 5 minutes left of this live stream. So, my journaling prompts for you. I want you to write down 10 things that you really like about yourself. We call these values, okay? 10 things that you really value in yourself. And this list might be hard to get started, but once you're doing it, and I want you to do this every day this week, okay? Today I want it to be 10. If tomorrow it needs to be 3 to 5, that's okay. This is a big practice, but I want you to write down 10 things that you really value about yourself. So I'll share a few, just to show you how simple this can be, you know? I do this practice almost every day because when we're tuning into the things that we really like and value about ourselves, that's a really good way to continue to honor that. To see, oh, I really value this about myself. And I really want to make sure that I am leading with the intentionality that this is how I am, this is a part of who I am, and I'm proud of that, and I like that about myself. So for me, a big one is I'm always honest. Some people don't like this about me because I'm so honest all the time. And I'm working on that. When should I just not speak? But essentially, and I have this conversation with my partner all the time, even if it might cause a little bit of pain, I still want to be honest. I still want to say how I'm feeling. So the fact that I'm always truthful, and that the second the idea to embellish or lie or cover something up comes to mind, I catch it and I go, that's not in my values. I will always be honest. That's one thing. I am a great musician. I love to play my guitar. I love to sing. It's something I really value about myself and that I really want to take time to do all the time. I love music. It's something I really value in myself. I know that I'm good at it. I know that it's a talent that I should carry and practice and nurture. Third thing that I really like about myself. And these can be material things. So I'll choose a really material thing. I love my hair. I love my hair. It is my favorite feature. I thought about taking it out of this bun. Actually, this bun's getting a little loose, so I'll go ahead and take it out. But my hair, it's a value of mine. I take good care of it. I buy nice shampoo for it. Actually, I really need a haircut, so maybe that's something I'll do for my self-care this week, is schedule a haircut. But it can totally be a material thing, like I have great abs, or I'm really good at cooking this, or I'm a really good friend. Whatever these things are, if you haven't thought about this already, start thinking about it. What do you really like about yourself? Write down 10 things right now, okay? That's journal prompt number 1. Journal prompt number 2, easy, 10 gratitudes. What are you grateful for today? What are I like to call it blessings already received. So, easy one, the sun is out today. When the sun is out, I'm so happy. I don't need anything else. The sun's out, I'm good to go. Other gratitudes, I have a pot of hot coffee sitting in the kitchen waiting for me. Something I'm grateful for. Really simple gratitude I always express is I have a roof over my head. I have this huge living space all to myself. I share space with people that I love, and I'm super grateful for that. Other little things, all my body's faculties are working well. I have food in the fridge. Really simple gratitudes. And then you can really get it up there. I'm so grateful that I get to go see my Rinpoche today. I'm so grateful that I get to go see my teacher. So 10 gratitudes. There's so much to be grateful for, you guys. I want you to write down all of it. Okay? That's number 2. Number 3, I already expressed. Hi, Will. Welcome. I love you. Number 3, groundedness. What do I need to be more grounded in my home, in the way I'm consuming food, consuming anything, right? Consuming television, consuming water, consuming energy of other people. How can I feel more grounded in my forms of rest today? How can I connect better with my loved ones? So what kind of upgrades do I need to make this Sunday right now to take better care of myself and really prepare for the week from a really grounded, embodied, rooted place? Okay, that's it for Self-Love Challenge Day 1. Yay! I'm so happy to be doing this again. It brings me so much joy. These are the kinds of things that I teach in my classes with my one-on-one clients, and I love taking time to just put it out there, share this with your friends. Everybody needs to have these tools, okay? So let's all just bring the hands to the heart center to bring this to a close, taking a nice deep breath in here. And my wish, as always, is that today we can go out into the world after this nice meditation and we can choose consciously, today I will be more kind, I'll be more compassionate, I'll be more loving towards myself and towards others than I was yesterday and every single day on after. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let me know how those journal prompts go. Let me know how this meditation went for you. I would love to hear how it's going. Thank you, Wes. And if there's anything specific you want me to go over this week, send me a message. I'm more than happy to, cater to your needs, your wants. This is about you. I'm just sharing tools that have worked for me. So thank you so much for joining me today. Have a beautiful Sunday. Take amazing care of yourself. Namaste.